What is happening, guys? Reflex here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing an updated video for our Astro settings for Call of Duty Cold War. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the first video, the first, original video I did back at the beginning of November for the best Astro settings for Cold War. If you haven't seen it, the link is in the description below. That's what I originally was using, and now I've been educated a bit more, and as the game has evolved, and now we're moving into late December, going into January, and I've changed my settings a bit, so now I'm using a new set of settings, and it's been absolutely awesome for what I've been playing. If you don't know, if you're not, if you're new to the channel, I primarily upload competitive Call of Duty content. I upload, some pubs here and there, but it's mainly very focused on competitive play. So we're playing, wagers, GBs, tournaments, and you have to have a really good headset. You have to be able to hear those footsteps. You need to be focused in on everything around you. And with these settings, I have been winning a lot, and I can promise they will help you win as well. So in-game settings, they have changed a bit, but they haven't changed a whole lot from what I had in the original video, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the in-game settings right now. All right, so this is the main menu in Cold War. As we all know, I always turn music all the way off just because it is a distraction. You don't need it, just turn it off. And also turn off your dialogue. I don't remember if I noted this in the first video, but dialogue for me just isn't important. I don't need to hear the commentator in a search and destroy round telling me what to do, telling me how much time we have left. I have eyes, I can take care of that myself. So I keep both of these at 0, and then of course you want your sound effects at a full 100, cinematic volume also at 100, and master volume at 100. Personally, I play with my hit marker sounds on. I don't know why you wouldn't. And then this is the main setting right here that a lot of people, this is what it comes down to when it comes to getting the best audio out of your Astros. Personally, I'm now using high boost. I used to play on flat just because it just seemed better. But after messing with the audio settings in the Astro A40 software, I've come to the conclusion that high boost is perfect. Super bass boost is, for me, it's too much bass. It's like an obnoxious amount, but high boost is really, really good. I've been using this for probably, I'd say, about a month now. And man, you can hear, as long as you're sitting still and you're staying focused and you have that headset cranked, you can hear footsteps, you can hear them crouching, and it's just so essential for search and destroy. And for me, I play on PC, so I keep most of these. I have it set to my Astros, and then right here I have my push to talk. I have the letter V. I don't really talk in game much, so I usually mute people whenever I go into pubs, and whenever I do need to speak to somebody, I have push to talk right there. And then my microphone volume I keep at 1. And these are just the base settings I would recommend for any sort of competitive play, or if just getting the best audio settings out of your Astros for hearing footsteps, for hearing audio cues. You hear a guy, it can decide a round of search and destroy whether somebody, you hear somebody switch a weapon, whether you hear them like shuffle a little bit or you hear them run into something. That can decide whether you win or lose a game. So that's really just why high boost is so important. So I would recommend high boost. Be sure to put that on. Treyarch mix is also just the default, but a lot of people really liked that, but most people right now are using high boost. All right, so that's the Cold War settings. Now we're gonna head on over to the Astro software. If you don't know, if you didn't watch the first video, you need to plug your Astros into your computer, and what you're going to have is you're going to have a dashboard. Once you download the software, you're going to have a dashboard that allows you to customize the personal settings for yourself, and it allows you to tone the audio to the key, like perfectly to the way you want it. And I have mine perfectly right now, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Now, be sure that when you download it, always keep your Astro Command Center updated for the most recent, the most recent version that they come out with. This updates every once in a while. Just make sure it's updated. All right, so once you're updated, you're going to get this little screen here. Now, this means you need to go to your mix amp, and you need to hold the power button for a couple of seconds, and that's going to switch it over to PC mode. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so once we're in the Astro Command Center, this is what you're going to see once you're in there and it's updated. this is what you're going to see. You're going to see something like this. And now I have mine preset right here. This is my Cold War setting. And what I did pretty much is I just dropped these two center bars down about to 25% of the way down. Now keep in mind, I am by no means an audio technician at all. I was just working with in public or in private matches what I found to work the best for me and what I was able to hear when it came to footsteps, when I had bots running around, when I had friends running around. This worked the best for me through walls, through brick walls, through buildings, and this is what I've been using. And it's been really successful for me. So I keep this first bar at 6, and then -2, and then I crank these all the way to 7. Now, from what I've heard, these adjust the treble when you have them cranked all the way up, and then I just drop these two, and it just works for me, really. You can mess around with these settings if you want to as well. I don't touch them. I made my custom one, and I leave it at that. And then when you want to, you just sync it to your device right there. And I don't really fool around with the advanced settings a whole lot. I just leave those at default. If anybody knows any more information on how to adjust these perfectly, please let me know in the description. I'm by no means an audio technician, so please let me know. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've been using, and it helps so much when you want to get the upper hand on your opponent and just really kick some ass. And that's what I've been doing. So guys, hopefully this video was helpful. Again, if you haven't seen the first video of the best settings for Cold War, the first video, this is the updated video. If you haven't seen that, it's in the description below. You can go check that out if you want. And if you haven't, go ahead and drop a like for me and hit that sub button if you enjoyed. Guys, it's been your boy Reflex, and I'll catch you later. Peace.